Hello, my name's Shaquille. I'm the head representative of Tempa Productions, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I used, developed, or challenged the conventions of horror trailers in horror teaser trailers. So, if we open up my trailer, it's right here. Okay, so first we're going to look at the duration of the trailer. So, my trailer is 59 seconds. And this is using the typical conventions of a horror teaser trailer, because horror teaser trailers, due to research, are usually between 30 and 60 seconds. So I've used the normal conventions, normal length. Okay, so if we look at the genre of my horror teaser trailer. So the genre that we tried to use in this horror teaser trailer was the genre of the subgenre of monsters. So we tried to create a monster with our antagonist. So if we go to the end clip where our antagonist is revealed, see his face right here. So we've used makeup to create the whole monster look. So if you look around his face, you see in the makeup we've used a zip around his mouth, and then underneath the zip we've created the effect of blood, and around his face will look a bit disfigured because of the makeup. So yeah, that's one of the typical subgenres of horror. So characters in this teaser trailer, we've used 4 main characters. So if we go back to the front, see an image of Nung. She's one of the characters. She's the only female in our horror teaser trailer. If we go back to here, we can see a better picture of Nung. Here she is. And then person 2 is Tyler. He's the second actor. And then the third actor is me, myself. Here I am, standing up right there. Okay, I look very nice, don't I? But yes, so these are the first 3 actors, and these are the protagonists in my horror teaser trailer. So there's 3 protagonists, and these protagonists are the college students. I'll talk to you a bit more about that later. But yeah, these are the college students, and if we move on, as I showed you before, this is my antagonist. This is Kieran, the antagonist, the monster. And yeah, this is the 4th main character in our horror teaser trailer. And you could say that we're using the conventions of horror teaser trailers because usually not a lot of characters are shown, because people don't usually want to reveal too much about the horror teaser trailer. But yeah, so that's the characters that are used in my horror teaser trailer. And another convention of horror teaser trailers, well, not all horror teaser trailers, but a lot of horror teaser trailers, they have an antagonist which is masked. And as I showed you, my antagonist is not masked, is fully makeup what we use on him. So you could say that we've challenged a convention of horror teaser trailers, although it's not specified to have a mask, because a lot of teaser trailers don't have masks. A lot of teaser trailers use makeup as well, but in this specific one we haven't used a mask. So another usual convention of horror teaser trailers is the antagonist is usually a male, and you could say that we have used this because our antagonist is a male. I know it's very sexist. Women should have equal opportunity, but we'll just let men do their job. So yeah, antagonist is a male. So we've used that convention, and next we'll talk about the setting. Okay, so usually the setting of horror trailers are usually like in scary places. So they'll show you like scary parts of the films. So maybe in alleyways, in graveyards, woods. A lot of the time you do get horror films in houses though, but in this specific horror trailer, we chose to use the setting of a college, a place of equilibrium. Everyday life is interrupted by disequilibrium. The antagonist, this person right here at the end, Kieran. So he's the person that interrupts the equilibrium in a college. And that's usually a normal convention of a horror trailer. There's always, or a horror film, there's always equilibrium. It gets interrupted by the antagonist. So yeah, and this adds to the idea of the trailer being realistic, as the college is a realistic setting. So that's a good way that we used, or you could say we challenged the convention, because usually it's in a scary place, but this is in a quite usual place of education. Okay, so icon. So in this horror teaser trailer, we don't usually use an icon, a specific icon. But if you see most of these clips, we've got these recording settings in the corners. So the icon that we tried to go for isn't really revealed in this horror teaser trailer, but it's implied in the horror teaser trailer. So the icon that we want to imply is the camera. Now we've used these camera features, as I said, in the corners, and these are used in a lot of the clips in this horror teaser trailer. And when you see the poster front cover, you'll see that the icon is in fact a camera. And because we have done this very smart, what we chose to do is we chose to use the recording features as a way to imply the antagonists, because if you see at the end, the antagonist also has recording features around his face. So this implies that this is the antagonist here, the same person that's been filming them, but that's up to you to find out. But yeah, that's how we made it realistic, and we used the icon. So basically a camera, but you'll see more about the camera when you see the poster. But yeah, and this recording feature was inspired by two films. One film was Paranormal Activity, where they also use a realistic camcorder, and that's how they shoot their film. Also by another film called Wreck. And Wreck film, they used the exact same feature that we've used here. So you could say that we've used conventions of different horror teasers. Okay, so style of editing. Let me play you 10 seconds of the clip. Bear in mind that this is the first draft.
Oh shit! Oh shit, it's coming! Where do you think it's the best shoot? Down by the old school. It's coming! I see a bit bad.
So if you see here, what I chose to do, we chose to use montage editing. And I chose to use montage editing because this style of editing adds dramatic effect. It prevents the storyline from being revealed and creates suspense, encourages the audience to want to see the film. So if I justify this in more detail, here, as I showed you before, we start off with the title For Students, and this just tells you about what you should expect to see in this For Students. So if you realize in the story there's only 3 students that are revealed and one's holding the camera, as I said, so this implies that one of the students is the antagonist, but I won't give you too much away. So we've got 4 students, and then we've got running. This is one of the action scenes, so this scene should be like near the middle of the film, and then we've skipped to another part of the film, and this is the college part of the film, and this happens right after the students have found out what project they're doing, and here they're planning where they want to film. Then after this clip, it goes straight to another running scene of the same one before, then it skips and then goes back. So here we've used montage editing 2 different times. We put it into one for dramatic effect. Lastly, I want to talk to you about, let's come here. Yeah, this is the last bit of the first draft of this horror teaser trailer. So usually when horror teaser trailers are released, you usually would get a release date. For example, might say January or this winter or something. So the main idea that I'm trying to get across is that horror trailers are usually released way after. I mean, horror films are usually released way after the trailer's released. So here, instead of giving you a specific release date, I've just said coming soon. And this helps for the audience to anticipate the movie and watch the teaser trailer. So thank you for listening. This is Shaquille, proudly to talk to you about how I used, developed, and challenged the conventions of horror trailers. Goodbye.